Hey, welcome to the Porch Bois podcast. I am, of course, your devilishly handsome, awesome, smart, and very charming host, John. And then there's also these two other guys here. They're here as well. I'm not even sure if they have names, but they're here. How's it
Also
going, guys?
here. I'm here.
John,
Definitely
I've got
here.
my finger over the mute button.
All right, all right. With my tolerable co-hosts, Seawall and Midget B. How are
I'll
you
take
boys
it.
doing?
Oh, J. Edgar's already starting to get into your new picture, by the way.
I see that. Yeah, he's brought it up before I could even bring it up. Thanks, Ed. Appreciate it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it seems, John, you brought yourself a new outfit today.
Yeah, I decided. I was LARPing in the medieval era too much with that gambeson I had on before.
No one
So I figured
even
I
knew
would.
you were wearing a gambeson, to be honest.
Yeah, I know it was tough to tell. That was kind of why I wanted to switch it
Like
up.
a
It was
t-shirt.
hard to tell what exactly I was wearing. I wanted to be
Yeah.
more kind of sticking out. So I
You
Well,
went
just
into
want
okay,
my
hold it, John. You,
you
you know
just
that's
want
not the
attention.
original one. You begged me to make it that way. The original, you had a
Yeah.
completely different
Well, I
outline
mean,
before.
yeah,
And Midget,
yeah,
you
should
yeah.
I share the original
it's
creation of John?
it's just like it's
Yeah,
just
go
like
ahead.
the
You can share the original creation. It's funny.
Yeah. So Midget, should I share the original creation? What originally was
I
supposed to be on
mean,
screen?
you don't have to be all like vindictive about it. See,
Uh,
I know. Jeez. Well, you could just save it for a
we'll
different
save it.
time. Where,
We'll save it for
yeah,
yeah,
another
where it's kind of
day.
more. Yeah, it's supposed to be
Halloween
more of
or
a
something.
funny thing. It was what
Yeah.
is more applicable, I guess.
Hold on. I'm going to quickly check what a certain day falls on this year. Damn it, it doesn't.
Ha! I don't know what day that would be, but ha!
Well, I was
It
talking about
didn't.
April 1st,
Oh, gotcha.
but that does fall on a Friday.
Interesting. We'll see what happens. Um, but yes. So as Ed has correctly noticed, yeah, I changed my outfit. Was Fanning noticed as well. Like I said, I was getting kind of sick of LARPing as a medieval boy. It was hard to tell. The clothes were starting to smell. It'd been, how long has it been? 24 weeks that I was wearing the Gamberson. It's
Yeah.
not, it's not going to come out smelling right. So dove into my wardrobe and found an appropriate costume. I think this one's good. I think it's an admiral's epaulet or a commodore's epaulet. I can't remember.
It's some sort of high-ranking naval officer from Britain in the 18th
Yeah,
century.
yeah, because I think it is because the first one epaulet is a captain. I believe both epaulets is an admiral. If I'm not mistaken, could be wrong. It's been a long time since I needed to know that.
All that's important is it, required
It
me
looks
to
fucking
get
awesome on you.
better with my photoshopping.
That's true, and you did. So I'm bringing your skills out of you there, Seawall. You're
That's
welcome.
right.
Quite. So
Good for
yes,
you guys.
Highleaf is asking you a question. So any international news happening today? No. Surprisingly, the rest of the world has just been completely quiet.
That's right.
Very strange.
Nobody cares about anything except what's happening right here.
That's right.
Also, we
And
only
good
care about
old
what's happening in our backyard, so.
That's right. We're in our backyard right now, so yeah, I'm kind of concerned what's happening in our little mountainous backyard here.
Oh, yeah.
I dig it.
Better
Better not be a whole lot.
not.
I mean, I even though we don't really have it on the show, I watched the Edgecombe testimony today, and holy shit, that was fun.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Well,
Oh, God. The
I missed
prosecutor on
you.
Cross basically
yeah,
got
no,
Edgecombe to claim the gun went off on its own. He's using the Baldwin defense.
no, just
Okay, so
imagine a poor, otherwise,
didn't work out.
wit, imagine like a poor, otherwise witless, um, suspect taking the stand in his own defense. It's like shooting fish in a barrel, right?
Oh, yeah, because his story's all over the place. He's constantly saying, "Can you repeat that question?" Or giving evasive as shit answers,
right,
or not answering the question.
and the prosecutor's asking, please just answer with a yes or no. Did you pass him with your bike down
And the judge
stairs?
saying, "Sir, you need to answer yes or no," or "Sir, you need to answer the question."
No, what was this? What was this case? I'm not
Edgecombe.
familiar. Yeah, that's like I said, I'm not really familiar.
Some
it's just the case of it's the flavor of the week because it's being broadcast on YouTube.
Yeah. The short version of the story is in middle of 2020. A immigration lawyer and his wife are driving down the street.
Oy vey.
And Mr. Edgecombe is riding his bike, and Edgecombe claims they tried to hit him while dropping the N-bomb at him.
Right.
While the wife says that they were just driving and he just suddenly popped up in the roadway, and she had to swerve to avoid him.
Huh.
Which, to be
Crazy Schwarzer.
yeah. And then what happened is Edgecombe is enraged by them dropping the N-bomb at him. So he pedals as fast as he can, probably almost as fast as David Hogg pedaled to the school when he heard there was a school shooting.
he feels all of his ancestors' rage.
Yep.
He
rides up to him.
All them 500 years they was in slavery.
Yeah. He rides up to the side of the car and says, "Hey, are you talking to me?" to the lawyer. The lawyer goes, "Yeah." Mr. Edgecombe said, "Yeah, N-word." And then Edgecombe fucking cold cocks him and then rides off. Then the lawyer, who just gotten punched in the face, tells his wife, "Hey, take a right down the street where this guy went down." They pull up on him, park their car. He gets out to confront the guy because, look, I mean, John, if you're just sitting in your car, some guy comes up and then just cold cocks you in the face, what are you going to do?
Well, I mean, did I call him a racial epithet? I mean, not that it really matters, but
okay. The thing is, no one else has testified that a racial epithet was even dropped.
Right, of course.
Of course, it's the magic. It's the magic wand. You wave that. You wave that when you didn't do nothing. And
what I'm saying is, John, we're going into a vacuum. I don't like doing this, but we'll go into a vacuum. You and your fiance are just driving down the street. Some guy, you guys almost hit him because he's not paying attention or you inadvertently aren't paying the best attention. You almost hit him. You have to swerve. And then, you scream like, "What the fuck?"
Say, "Oy vey, you crazy Schwarzer,"
or something. Well, if you don't, the thing is, apparently the line he said was, "What the heck?" Just not even at the guy, just like at the situation. And then and then the guy comes and he says, "Hey, were you talking to me?" And you say, "Yeah." Then he fucking cold cocks you. Aren't you going to want to get out the car and go, "What the fuck, man?"
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you don't want to you don't want to get to a fight when you're sitting down and not.
Yeah.
It's never a good idea.
Yeah.
You want to be standing up.
And the guy rode off like a bitch. He got his punch and rode off like a bitch.
Oh, what's that? Yeah, he sucker punched his victim? You don't say. I've never heard of such an instance happening all the time.
And then basically he rode up. Edgecombe's claiming that this guy was screaming at the top of his lungs, "I'm going to kill you, Enter. I'm going to kill you." I would like to note, in fucking earshot of about a half dozen people, and no one else testified to this. And Edgecombe claims he drew a gun that he was illegally concealed carrying, who wasn't even legally allowed to have a gun at that point, as well. And he said he was holding it down, backing up, saying, "Please, back off." And again, no one said that. And he claims that, when he was backing up, somehow the gun went off and put the bullet right between the lawyer's eyes.
That's right.
Unlucky.
Boy, the gun went off just as I was pointing it at him.
No, he said he never pointed the gun at him. Edgecombe claimed that he never raised the gun.
Basically, John, you can imagine how his testimony in his own defense would have gone on the stand and how well I'm sure it would have gone over with the jury.
They're claiming half the jury's black, so we're in wild card territory at this point.
Well, yeah, that does put us deep in wild card territory because despite facts, they can still find each other not guilty.
Well,
really easy.
Well, here's the thing, though. Because the thing is, also remember that Jesse Smollett is hated by a huge chunk of the black community for what he did.
That is true. Yeah.
So it's a double-edged sword, because the thing is, if you have let's say there were 2 black jurors on that jury that are like, we want to acquit him, but 3 of them are like, no, this fucker's guilty and he deserves to go to jail. That basically means they can bully the other 2 with everyone else in the jury into complying.
Well, how nice.
Yeah. So basically, based on
in a universe where, Jesse Smollett, we have those all the time, right? Everyone else just gets by on.
Whereas testimony from everyone else, as well as a very, mind you, very grainy video, shows him raise the gun and fire it. Point blank.
Yeah, so John, I'm sure you can imagine how funny it was to listen to this guy try and defend himself on the witness stand.
Also explaining why he had to run from the state for 6 months.
Jail, by any prison, lawyer logic he could employ, just making an ass of himself, and you can imagine how well it must have gone over with the jury.
Yeah, he look.
The wife was his defense lawyer, like really trying to dig him out of that hole.
I was having the lawyer go, Your Honor, I've spoken to my client. We would like to change his plea
to retarded.
yeah. We would like a competency hearing, please.
All right. Well, shall we move on?
Yeah. Shall we move on to some memes?
Yeah. Shall indeed. Yes.
That was what I was watching at work, but yeah. So, first meme of the day, though, we go from one retard to another.
All right, I'll be Gary Gygax. Who wants to be Joe Biden?
I think John's retarded enough to do it.
That's not nice.
Right.
You call us that each time, so you give as good as you get, man.
No, it's okay that when I do it, don't you understand? We operate under leftist rules. It's okay when I do it. It's not okay when you do it.
Okay,
that's right.
You're a retardist.
Midget, give us your best DM voice.
I'll give you my best Gary Gygax. You're president of the United States. Your approval rating is at an all-time low. What do you do?
I use my leadership, experience, and historical data to unite our nation.
All right, give me a D20.
Roll.
Leadership roll.
One. Oh, the table goes nuts.
Critical fail.
Yeah.
You start a war with Russia in the winter.
No.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Which then kind of leads us into this very good before the Babylon Bee prophecy fulfilled again.
As usual.
Which one's the real article? Holy crap, it's like I'm seeing double.
Look at the date, December 7th, 2021.
Sure, all right.
They were off by what? Almost 2 months? That's it?
That's not bad.
Yeah. And then, ta-da!
Will not be in a position to evacuate. So that was 6 weeks later.
Yep. Month and a half.
God damn, it's like...
Month and a half.
It's like they write the headlines for the media and then forget to send the email. Like, oh shit, did you send that out yet?
Oh fuck.
Fucking right. Alec Baldwin. What a turd. I hope he fucking fries. I bet he thought he could get away with that shit in like the filming in Hollywood. He might have got away with it, but not in fucking Arizona where he's at. New Mexico. Those boys won't play with him.
Well, no, I think he's got those big city lawyers that will be able to keep him safe.
Dude.
But it's going to cost him.
That fucking sheriff, bro. He's gonna fucking.
It's gonna fucking cost Alec Baldwin a lot of money.
I hope it fucking does. Fuck that guy.
In civil fees. That's how they're gonna get him, in civil. Yeah, and he's never gonna have a job again in Hollywood.
Let's move on.
So from our from the lady meme Smith herself.
Word up to Katie Zed. We had
to include this. Smith, or is she a hunter gatherer?
Meme hunter. She's a hunter gatherer.
A meme hunter.
She's a meme. She's
You
a
know, this one has a watermark of
Yeah.
KDZ, man.
Yeah.
So she might be a meme smith.
Yeah.
she's a
Well,
crude meme.
I mean, they're
Meme
primitive, but they're clearly memes.
she's like a meme druid. She's like a hedge wizard. She's like a meme ranger. She'll find him and she'll survive in the wild in the meantime. And she'll catch him and she'll bring him in fresh.
Yeah.
But every once in a while she'll work her magic.
Right.
Like a
Forging,
ranger.
Yeah.
enhancing, and like enchanting memes.
That's right. Enchanting
Masterworking memes.
Yeah.
Lucky she is an enchantress. She's enchanting.
Yeah. But
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, Quest also, Highleaf and I aren't going to roll over the ridge in Ukraine. Motherfucker, we don't give a shit. It's the Russians claiming former Russian territory. Why should I care that they're getting one of the rebellious states back in line? The Ukraine is a meme, always has been.
Didn't you include, I have some Ukrainian friends that might disagree with you there, but
their nation's name literally translates to borderland.
Well, they've always had their own identity. That's right. They've always had their own identity, even despite surviving as a buffer state. I was going to ask you if you had included that Stone Toss meme about George Washington not giving a fuck about Russia invading Ukraine.
That was one of the ones I cut.
Ah, see? Now that we're even on the fucking subject and you don't even have it with us?
I was trying to cut back on memes because you wanted more articles.
Oh my god!
So
I wanted a couple of particular articles for us to spend time on. I wanted us to do our homework.
Chat, there's no pleasing these guys, is there? There's no pleasing these guys, is there?
No, there is. You just gotta figure out how I communicate.
We already know what we want before we know what we want.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
You should already know what I was going to want. See, well,
that's right.
Well, I'm moving on to the next meme, which makes me happy as as a Texan.
You were saying Texas convenience stores are safer, probably than Florida convenience stores, where you're going to find several alligators,
right?
Probably even being used as weapons, and that's way more dangerous than a fucking gun.
Robbing a Wendy's with an alligator.
Yeah, just yeeted a gator in there.
Yeah, the gator wasn't an accomplice; it was a weapon. He was, he robbed it with an alligator, not with an alligator.
Yeah.
It was pretty wild.
The alligator was the mastermind.
Yeah. But yeah, man uses a gun to rob a Texas convenience store. Man was shot by every customer in the store.
All of them.
All of them.
Awesome. What is wrong with the cashier, though? Why is the cashier not aiming also a gun?
Do you see complexion? It's hard to see. Do you see complexion?
There is.
I noticed.
Possibly there are also convenience stores. How many felons work at convenience stores, and thus can't own a gun or handle
enough?
Yeah. So. Also, again, he didn't have a very good angle on the guy. He probably saw these guys pull guns and he's going, "Oh fuck!" And
he's trying to get out of the line of fire.
Yeah. So, I don't exactly blame him for going you know what, these guys got it.
Yeah, they got it under control.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, a true Texas convenience store clerk would probably be in on the fucking mag.
Oh, I guarantee you that's happened. I guarantee you that's happened at one point. It's just in this situation, the guy was coming in this way. This guy probably was focusing on the line of people, then saw them fucking draw, and then was like, "Oh fuck!" and it didn't have time to get his. By the time he could have gotten his, this guy's chunky salsa.
Imagine the fucking imagine the tinnitus after that.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry.
Don't
wearing ear protection. Yeah. And they're all indoors and shit.
Right. Yeah. Imagine the tinnitus after 3 guys fucking magged up this asshole.
And this is why you use subsonics, kids.
Right.
So moving along to the next one.
Mass does translate to penetration, but I tell you what, it's hard to subsonic a fucking magnet out. You can't exactly subsonic a magnet. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah.
It's just not happening.
Well, yeah, but if you do with like 9mm or 45, it's still going to give you tinnitus, but it's not going to be as bad.
If I fire 38 piss week, and I might get subsonic.
Oh yeah. Yeah, 38 piss week's a different a different caliber entirely, my friend. So moving along.
No, it's the same caliber. It's just piss week.
Yeah. Well, again, that's why I much prefer the concept of the 45.
Ah. Yeah, the man stopper. Now that's
the caliber inspired by God himself.
That's right. Yeah. God's own 45 caliber.
The only reason why it's not 46 is because God didn't think of it that day.
That's right.
Moving along.
God and John Browning.
Yep.
Right. Is right.
And now we have the left can't meme. The fucking projection.
Oh no.
How do you impress this upon people who there's no impressing it upon them. There's no making them realize that they are themselves guilty of what they project upon you, because they'll only ever be like,
it's their tactic. It's Solinsky's tactic. Accuse the enemy of your sins.
But they are not self-aware, and they're not
right. They don't realize they're doing it.
They've internalized it without realizing it. It has literally become a self-perpetuating cycle. Basically, the first generation of dissidents in the education system, they were self-aware, but they never taught their students to be self-aware. That's their problem. They taught them the outcome. Not the path to it. It's why they're failing pretty hard in arguments. Communists so old could have made the arguments. Not very good arguments, but they could have made them. Whereas now...
Well, you're talking about unread, unwashed masses who give up, among other responsibilities to others, the responsibility of thinking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because, again, that is of their nature to give up their responsibilities to others, to the collective, to their community, to their identity group.
Yeah. So, moving along. I guess.
Sorry. It was Quest Fanning in the chat saying, "Do you know what the beverage Colt 45 is named after?" I do. It's that rap song. Colt 45, 2 zigzags. Maybe that's all we need. Yeah.
We can go to the park after dark and smoke that tumbleweed.
Yeah.
And as a marijuana burn, we can take our turn singing them dirty rap songs.
Moving along to the next one.
The bong like Cheech and Chong.
Moving along to the next one. Okay, I'm going to put it this way. I am showing these next memes under protest.
I am showing seeds and spams. Getting had feeling eat from Dale.
I am showing these next memes under protest because I think it's retarded. The fucking Eminem diversity shit. This got a chuckle out of me, but that's about it. Otherwise, I don't care.
I heard Orange was a Jew, and that's why he's so nervous. No, I don't know.
No, the Orange, I've heard the joke is he's schizophrenic.
My favorite. Cheese and Niqab.
Yeah. And
everybody loves the new diverse M&Ms.
Or else.
That's right, or else you're some kind of racist bigot.
And then here's the next one.
Oh, maybe that's why we need to be fucking diverse and.
Yeah, exactly. The thing is, what they are doing is they are literally tying wokeness to some of the worst shit you can do in humanity.
Global corporate hegemony says trans rights.
Homo HQ.
That's right. It says
I want to thank them for associating those two things together because, if there's ever a sea change, that means those two things are seen together, and thus they're both considered equally as evil.
We can hope. Seawall, if we're addicted to hopium, maybe we can envision that future together.
Gotta get something, man. If you're not huffing hopium, it's better than copium, I guess.
It's way better than huffing copium, dude. That shit is
the fucking
toxic.
left has bought
Dirty
the left. I think what they're running out of copium every day, and they're trying to find new reserves. Are they fracking copium now? Are they fracking for
Scouring the
copium?
globe, looking for thick veins of copium in the ground.
So move it along. I think this meme explains itself pretty well.
Yeah.
Every single government of the Western world in 2022.
Amazingly, not Japan, and they're fairly westernized, but not completely.
But I'd like to also point out that a lot of these fucking countries are run by women as well.
Oh yeah.
Jacinda Ardern of New Zealand and fucking Mama Merkel of Germany. Boris Johnson. His nuts are in a purse.
Well, he's backing off fucking hardcore. He's backing away from that shit as fast as he can.
Yeah, he
is. Fuck that, dude. The narrative is changing, and he's got to get on the right side. But
well, I mean, he's smart enough to realize
the British conservatives were never conservative.
No, they're not.
Fucking anything.
They're not even speed bumps.
Fuck. I don't even give a fuck about Boris Johnson for real.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, for the most part, these countries are led by fucking women who just want to, take control and make sure that people are safe and always in the same place and never getting away from the loving oversight of mama government here. I love you.
What's Fanny's being racist in the chat? Ooh. Said, shouldn't the Mexican look more sleepy?
Damn it, Quest! You're trying to get us in trouble.
Oh, it's so sleepy.
Moving along before we get in trouble.
How would that get us in trouble? So, anything that I fucking say.
Gentlemen, have you checked on your conspiracy theory friends? They haven't had a day off all year.
For real, dude. It's been a
busy year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Japan locked down, but not in the way you might think. I think they shut down like certain public gatherings and schools, but that was about it. They recommended work from home, didn't force it, just recommended it. And at the same time recommended mask wearing. I think there was a brief time they did mandates for masks, but that died pretty quickly.
Well, no, they also do, if you're quarantining, this is kind of like more kind of a socialist kind of deal. If you're quarantining, they send you like this big care package from the government that has like, a bunch of food and.
I mean, if you're gonna force a quarantine, you should at least make sure that the people are comfortable while they're quarantined.
Yeah, no.
Well, you wouldn't want to legislate that, like make camps or anything, would you, see, Wall?
No, because again, the Japanese.
You wouldn't want to make sure with the apparatus of the state that the people who are quarantining are comfortable.
Well, no, they're saying, hey, if you've got this, stay in your home. We're gonna send you a fucking care package, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. That's all they fucking did.
Right, that's not as bad as exactly.
Yeah, it's still stupid.
You know what else Japan did, you guys?
They also closed the borders.
Their health secretary actually
created anime, so I mean, this should just go out the window.
Their health secretary actually recommended a treatment method that I'm not sure how allowed we are to talk about on YouTube.
Is it a thing that you might give to perhaps a sick horse?
Yeah, and so on some occasions that it's found its application for the removal of parasites. Yeah. Speaking of the removal of parasites.
Oh God, moving on. So yeah, check on your conspiratorial friends. They haven't had a day off all year. And coming soon to everyone.
Oh shit. We got an NPC guy over here. Says,
I'll be the NPC guy here. Looks like this has been all bullshit and lies.
I've been telling you this for 2 years.
Well, you couldn't have known, as it's only just been announced on the news.
Still a fucking moron. Hey, John, you want to go out to the bar and hang out like we've been doing for the past 2 years?
Yeah, of course.
Leave this moron behind?
Yeah, fuck him. Oh, that's funny.
And now we're going to move on to something, I wouldn't call it super new, but something fun that came up. What was it? Privilege bingo.
Yes, privilege
This
bingo.
is this not the particular setting? I think is high school. This is a high school experience.
That's what I thought too, but then it's like, I don't know, there's some other stuff.
Yeah, it
that
was from a
really
high
get
school,
played.
so what I basically did, I should have explained the rules to you guys, but kind of my internal rules that I assumed
that
both
would
of
be
you were
good.
smart enough to figure out. The general idea of the internal rules is, did we do this? Did this happen to us in high school? Basically,
In
I looked
high
back.
school, yeah, this is
Okay,
high
see, I didn't
school
choose the high
white
school,
male
so I've got more
privilege.
than.
Yeah.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it like that, so I've got more than I originally thought.
So, well, I guess we'll do yours first because, well, John, the
Yeah, I
fuck,
know.
This looks like
the fuck, man.
maybe a
I colored
12-year-old
it
did
in.
it.
I mostly stayed inside the lines. Mostly.
John, there's a
Why?
fill bucket.
I don't give a fuck about no fill bucket.
There's
I'm
also a
cycling.
shape. There's also a draw shape.
Oh my god, you guys with your little like, I have to put your protractor out just to make sure it's a perfectly fucking.
Well, let's
it's a
go
perfect
through
circle.
John's
Like, come on.
card. First things
Yeah.
first. Involved
Mentally healthy has a
extracurricular
question mark.
Yeah.
Mentally
Right.
healthy has a question mark.
I put a question mark because I wasn't. I enjoy being on Twitter, so I'm not sure if it's fair to call me mentally healthy.
No, you're not mentally healthy.
So,
And
right.
do you not have? Do you have a speech impediment? What is wrong with you?
So what do you want to start? Yeah. So I got that thing where like I say S is weird, like that's kind of like off to the side of my mouth instead of like wherever the hell you normal people would say it from. So that's been kind of a thing.
Yeah, all right. I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Actually,
I'm not sure what exactly causes it, but yeah.
I actually know what you're talking about. All right. Well, I don't know if that counts, but that would get you a bingo. What is able-bodied say? What is that? FOJ? What is that?
I put fat.
Fat.
Oh, you're fat.
Yeah.
I put fat. So like technically yes, but also like shit sucks. So
Yeah. Cisgendered, okay, that makes sense.
Around.
Mentally healthy, we've talked about that. Comfortable
Right.
walking alone outside. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So heterosexual, yeah, of course.
That's right. I am not gay.
Yep. We talked
You're
about
Irish though. Are you white?
Yes, Irish. They count.
You didn't even get a bingo. Clearly you're not white.
It's true.
Especially being Irish, I think we have the argument to be made that this is an erroneous circle.
Okay.
So, native English speaker. Sure, we'll give you that one.
I mean, I know enough to like order in restaurants and stuff.
That's it.
Your parents are married. Sure, fine.
Yeah.
Free space, free safe space.
Safe space. Yes.
Have your own bedroom. This one we got to go back to your high school. Did you have your own bedroom?
Well, you did.
Yeah, basically I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't now. And then I share it with my fiance. But
yeah, but okay. The thing is, I would still argue you have your own bedroom at that point still.
I mean, I guess that's...
because the thing is, you are sharing it not out of necessity. You're sharing it because you want to share it with someone.
Right. Yeah.
So
I could kick her out if I want to. Yeah.
Yeah. Feels represented in media. I think all of us said no to that.
We did. There's not a lot of neckbeards in media.
Feels safe around police officers. We all did not answer that one.
No, I'm surprised you didn't see. Well, I'm honestly surprised.
I look. The thing is, even though I like the concept of policing and I can be comfortable around individual cops that I know, I still understand that. Yeah, they've got quotas to fill, so I'm careful around them.
We got quotas of police involved.
I can't. I can't ever. I see a cop and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Even if
also, never lost a loved one. I think we can all agree we've lost someone in our lives.
Yeah, absolutely.
A grandparent, an uncle, an aunt.
But by the time I was in high school, really all my grandparents were alive. I was too young to remember my great-grandparents.
Mine were too. Yeah, in high school.
Yeah. College is the expectation. Yeah, whatever. Never been racially profiled. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's one half.
Yeah.
That's one half. Drove or got driven to school. Like sometimes, if like we lived close enough to a school, we moved around a bunch. So like sometimes I would get driven. Sometimes I took the bus. Like it just depended on what year it was and what school we were at. So.
Born in the country residence. Yeah. Never worried about food.
So not in high school or anything, but
Yeah.
afterwards, yeah, when I was first on my own, I went like hungry for like 3 or 4 days at a time
Oh, wow.
sometimes.
Got it.
Yeah, sucked.
Yep. Military kid. Yeah, no.
Sucked a lot.
Employed. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I am now. I wasn't in high
Yeah.
schole, so that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I would have
Well, yeah,
applied
you
then.
were. Weren't you at the TKD place? You were doing
TKO.
karate.
No. That was after high school. That was like just
Yes.
after high school.
Yeah.
That was that was once we moved back from South Carolina.
Yeah.
I
Both
graduated up
parents.
there.
Both parents went to college. I'm guessing that your dad went, but your mom didn't.
Other way around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my mom's a teacher. My dad is in the military and just went to work after that.
Then you would be a military kid.
Well, but maybe.
Kind
Because
of. Yeah.
yeah, because he was out by the time I was 1. So
Oh
like
God.
it's not like I
Yeah.
grew up with him being
We'll
in the
count you as
military.
not a military kid then.
That's what I figured. Yeah, I figured that was
Pretty
fair.
much.
Because So, also military kid. I would argue that's not really much of. I mean, sure you can get a couple things from like USAA, and there's some colleges that'll put some stock behind it. And theoretically,
Yeah.
I think GI Bill of Rights can give stuff to the kids, but that's
You
not
do
a
get
lot.
some stuff.
Yeah,
I'm not.
but it's
Yeah,
not
I'm
a
not sure
lot.
where the military kid comes, especially
Yeah.
because like that's not.
Because also a lot of military kids,
You
they
travel
get
a
moved.
lot.
They
Yeah.
get moved around a lot. That
Move around a
sucks.
lot, and they
That's
don't
not a
settle
privilege,
in.
no.
It does suck. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, unless you're a child of an officer at a base, then you're
All
never.
right, who's next?
Yeah. So next would be me.
Like fuck John. Who's next?
All right, look at his fucking his autistic bucket fill.
Yeah, I
Fucking
just
You're
method
clicked
the
him
here.
most
quick.
autistic there, Mijjt. You'll see. You guys will see.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah,
meticulous.
I was involved in extracurriculars in high school, at least for the first couple of years. Christian, male, able-bodied, cisgendered, mentally healthy.
Bingo.
Nope.
Yeah, we all know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, obsessive thoughts and mild PTSD.
Autism. Oh,
Never actually diagnosed with autism. I'm just
Gotcha.
probably on the spectrum.
Self-diagnosed.
right.
I'm probably in the very high functioning categories. So high it's hard to detect, especially back then. Comfortable walking alone outside. Yep. I remember back when I was still in
I
California.
think so.
At like 10 o'clock at night, I would walk basically downtown of the town I was in, never once worried about a problem. The most trouble I ever had was one night I was walking and I saw a dog kind of wandering around, and about 2 minutes later a person set up saying, "Hey, have you seen a dog running around?" And at the time I was on the phone with the non-emergency line letting me know there's a dog loose. That was the worst trouble I ever had to deal with. It was literally a
Right.
dog not bothering me, just running around in the area.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Heterosexual, no speech impediment.
Het.
White male.
White
Yep.
and
native,
male and
yep.
cis.
Parents are married. Free safe space, of course. Have my own bedroom. Obviously, I never felt represented in the media. I said I generally have a heightened...
Gamers were never cool.
Yep.
They are now, but they never were.
They still aren't cool. Because the thing is, those quote-unquote cool gamers, they are basically just grabbing a couple of elements of gaming and claiming it's they're part of the culture.
That's all that matters, Seawall.
Yeah. College expectation. It wasn't an expectation. It was an option.
Yeah.
Racially profiled. Yeah. Everyone's been racially profiled at least once.
Of course.
Yep. I drove or got driven to school. Though for a time when I was close to my elementary school, I walked because it was right there.
Nice.
It was down the street. Yeah. Born in country residence. Never really had to worry about food too much. Not a military kid. Employed, and both parents went to college.
Yeah.
Both business majors.
Only one bingo.
Yep.
You have a bingo though.
Yep.
That means you are
bingo.
privileged. Privileged fuck.
Then we've got
All right. Well, I'll circle never lost a loved one because by the time I was in high school, like I said, all my grandparents were alive. So I've got 2 bingos. I was not Christian. I was a fedora tipping atheist.
That's right.
But I was involved. I was in jazz band and male and able-bodied, mentally healthy, comfortable walking, nice neighborhood, no speech impediments. Anglo-Saxon, if you please.
Quite, you fucking Anglo.
I did have my own bedroom. Again, representation in media, not only was it not important, but gamers were never cool.
Yeah.
Right.
My parents were actually split. I didn't feel safe around police officers because of several experiences I had during which I was racially profiled.
Well, you were driving while white, weren't you?
That's right. I was in the
Around them
wrong
Chicago
neighborhood.
neighborhoods, yeah.
That's
What you
right. I
doing
was in
around
the
here?
wrong. Yep,
Yeah.
and I was unlawfully searched more than once. I'll accept never lost a loved one because in high school all my grandparents were alive. And although I did ride the bus freshman all the way through junior year, I finally got a car and drove myself.
Is that your
And
little
then
did you have that little Geo, right?
that's right.
Geo
That
Metro?
was a lot of fun, dude. It
Dude,
was actually
that
fun
actually
to
sounds
drive.
awesome. Yeah. That's
Um,
how it would be. It'd be light.
oh, extremely. Yeah, less
Yeah.
than half a ton. It was less than half a ton.
Oh my god.
Got it.
It
So,
was a
yeah.
suicide bean. Yeah, and then both my parents went to college. I was a legacy. I was employed. I learned Mexican Spanish at the restaurant that I worked at, and
Nice.
never had to
Nice.
worry about food.
Yep. Oh, also, John, you ever said what your extracurriculars were? Then I'll say what mine were.
Oh, so I did karate. When I was a young kid, I did like soccer and baseball.
Yeah.
But then like karate and then growing up, I went to like jujitsu and stuff like that. Martial arts mostly. But yeah, a little bit of soccer and baseball as well.
Yeah. I did football for first 2 years of high school, rock climbing, whitewater kayaking for the first 2 years of high school, and then in the spring,
What?
I was
High
part of
school
the drama team.
whitewater kayaking?
I went to a private school.
And they had a whitewater kayaking team?
Yes.
Are there
Like,
whitewater kayaking high school competitions?
No. This was more of an individual thing. There's not a competition. It's literally just a sport you do. And we would go up to a river, and we go up to this one river area of California. We would hit the rapids.
No fucking shit.
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. And then in the spring, I did the most dangerous of sports, and this is not a joke, because everyone on it would get injured. That was the curse. Theater. Everyone gets injured at that school.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I had a board drop on my hand one time that it gave a bit of a nasty cut. No stitches, but nasty cut. What was it? God, everyone got injured both years. And the thing is, I was tech guy. That's why I was part of it.
That's why Quest is based.
Yeah.
It's because he used to ride the subway in New York in the 90s. That's why he's fucking based. He's seen everything.
Right.
He understands.
Yeah.
White water like white. That's funny.
Yeah. So, scooting along to the next one. Oh boy. Every single time.
Yeah, it's just about every single time, isn't it? Like fucking every single time. Every period, single period, time period. Like, god damn. School board member who wanted to ban Trump pleads guilty to sex crimes upon children, sentenced to 15 years to life, of which he'll probably do 8, and then get a job with Laura Silsby at the fucking Amber Alert Center.
You think they would have a no sex offenders policy there?
Jeez, you would think that they would have a no kidnapping kids from Haiti policy there. But it ain't it a bitch when you're the friends with Hillary Clinton.
Also, the show does not have any evidence that could lead the arrest of Hillary Clinton. Never have, never will.
Nor have any of its hosts ever felt suicidal for any reason. We are fully fulfilled, and we have no reason to kill ourselves with 2 shots to the back of the head or a sudden heart attack.
Question: if anything happens, the code is 47937.
Or questionable drowning. 47397. You got it, man.
Yes, just in case. You'll know what to do.
Joel Lehigh Organista.
The fuck is that name?
Wow.
The fuck is that
It gives
name?
me vibes. It gives me vibes, if you know what I mean. Like bracketed vibes.
And could you guys have just gotten his, mugshot? Because Jesus Christ, that is not a good picture to put on that article.
Why not? Look how handsome he is. He's all happy and stuff.
Dude, diddled kids.
Somebody didn't do nothing wrong here.
That's from the school district right there. You see the source of the photo. SLC school district. He's totally cool, you guys. What do you mean he's sent to prison for 15 to life? Joel Lehigh was ordered to serve a term of 15 to life for aggravated sexual abuse of a minor, a first-degree felony. I mean, come on. Who among us has not done this? Am I right?
None of us have done anything even remotely close to this.
Oh, really? What makes this person different from us?
Clearly some sort of mental derangement that needs to be dealt with.
Oh, interesting.
And as Highleaf says, he's getting the wood chipper.
A mental derangement. Yeah, I think it might call for wood chippers. Do you have one around here somewhere?
Hold on, let me get it started up.
You might be able to start the thing up, right?
Of course.
Oh, while we're waiting on you to do that, Ron Held is asking when for wedding.
There we go.
Ron Held, we're trying for the fall. We're gonna see what happens, but we're gonna try for the fall.
So Midget's pert like kitten, isn't it? At some point, they're going to rate wood chippers in PPH.
Holy shit, dude! Pretty soon the ADL is gonna make an article about wood chippers, bro. Like, goddamn.
Are they not already?
They might have. We should find it.
Let's see.
Holy shit! I bet they do. Wood chippers. This is a dog whistle. This is anti-Semitic. You can't say this about people.
Guys, the wood chippers, and specifically in relation to pedophiles, people that want to or do diddle kids. Are you trying to claim that those two things are connected?
No, come on now. Stop noticing things.
Well, moving along.
I've got Boogaloo here.
Boogaloo is a thing on the ADL's list of hate.
It is.
Isn't it?
But I clicked on the thing that talked about wood chippers alongside it.
Oh, man. Maybe we can meme it into existence. Like, we're trying.
Contact the Polacks. They've got work to do.
Other terms, like Big Igloo or Big Luau.
Big Luau, that's right.
Yeah. Spicy
Get your
Fiesta.
Hawaiian shirts, boys.
Hoot Nanny.
I haven't heard Hoot Nanny.
I haven't heard
Me
that
either.
either.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like Hoot Nanny, dude. Who doesn't like the word Hoot Nanny? Come on.
The Hoot Nanny with the Hoot Nanny with Hawaiian shirts.
It's not a Hoot Nanny, it's a hoedown. No, it's a Hoot Nanny.
No, it's a Hoot Nanny.
From the Babylon Bee, Biden outperforms nation's expectations for the first year by still being alive.
Oh, yeah.
It is quite remarkable how he's managed to stay alive despite nearly, shitting his pants to death.
And how? Okay, I know it's not confirmed, but other than the Pope, who else do you think he shat himself in front of?
I think
all of his Secret Service guys.
Right. Yeah, I think Alex Jones is absolutely correct with his Secret Service sources. I think he's shitting in the middle of the night in the White House as he wanders around incoherently.
You got to imagine that is demoralizing the fuck out of them.
Oh yeah, and that's probably why they're reaching out to someone like Alex Jones.
Well, yeah,
because...
the fact that the people that are closest to the president, arguably the people that are the most discretion of anyone in the world, may quietly be reaching out to Alex Jones, means that. Do you think they're going to protect him if shit gets real?
I mean, they might.
I bet they would, because I mean, I bet they
How do you not?
would.
What's the alternative, right? That you're negligent in your duty of like the most important. That you're the real one thing that you got hired to do, which is
the
take that
one
mullet.
thing.
Like that. Of course they're going to. What's the
Yeah,
alternative?
but the problem is if their morale is low
the
enough, they won't react as quickly to threats.
Maybe, I don't know,
and
but
that could be all it takes.
Yeah, you're saying it might not be intentional. Yeah,
it also might be if it's one of those like sustained situations where they just go fuck it and abandon post. If shit get, I'm talking like a one-off event, an Oswald moment. I'm talking like angry mob kind of shit.
Right. Yeah.
You think they're gonna die for this guy?
I don't know.
If there's an angry mob out there,
I don't know.
So, yeah. So moving along. Politician baffles nation by doing exactly what he said he was going to do. Oh God, if shit gets real, pun intended? Yes, that pun was intended. Remember
the end of Caligula? Yeah.
What happened at the end of that one?
Wait, the movie or like the actual story?
The short version of the story. I'm guessing the Praetorian Guard took him out.
Yeah. You know what? Now that I'm now that I'm trying to remember, I'm not sure I do remember exactly how that. I know he was killed. Ah, fuck. God damn it. Hang on. I know it was like end of the Roman sort of. Hang on. Let me look up. Let me look it up real quick so I don't say the
you're embarrassing yourself.
I know,
okay,
dude. It's fucking lame.
Harsh to the Senate nobility. Failed conspiracies. Okay. Eventually, officer within the Praetorian Guard led by succeeded in murdering the emperor. He was literally killed by the Secret Service of his day.
Right.
So you can see why you want to be very careful with demoralizing.
Well, I don't think the fucking... I was going to tell you just a moment ago, as you were getting onto this yarn, that I really don't think today's Secret Service is the equivalent of the Praetorian Guard.
No, I think
they're
they have
their
less
own. Right. They're not their own political entity. They're not their own, organized force.
Not yet.
Yeah.
I already got the FBI and the CIA doing that, so how long until the Secret Service does the same?
Well, Secret Service is protectors of the Treasury, so they've been behind the scenes, involved in some shit.
Yeah.
So, basically, Richmond, Virginia, Glenn Youngkin shocked the country this week after taking office and immediately doing exactly what he told everyone he was going to do when he took the office. So, yeah. Ended mask mandates, prohibited the forced communist race war indoctrination known as CRT. Gotta love you, Babylon B.
Yeah, Quest got me. He said John's watching one of the BJ scenes from the movie Caligula.
Then moving along to the final Babylon article of the night. Ukraine invites Kyle Rittenhouse to guard their border. Yeah. Guys, we don't need to send any troops. Just send over Kyle Rittenhouse.
He'll get the job done.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, do you think he'll cross the border into Russia?
Oh, he's going to cruise so hard. He's going to cruise so hard that he's going to end up in Moscow and Putin's going to give him the presidency. President Rittenhouse.
And he'll cruise that border into China. We'll get down into China. Go for like, what is it, through, Kyrgyzstan or whatever?
No. Likely he'd go to Siberia, then through Manchuria.
I suppose.
Less countries to go through.
This is 6 weeks from happening.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, speaking of, we mentioned Russia, and here comes a little bot.
Yeah.
It's like a Russian.
Woo! An actual Russian bot.
We found one.
Speaking of Russia, is that our next article?
Not quite. This one's a little bit of a easing in, kind of. San Francisco government is secretly and illegally operating an illicit drug use site.
All right. This is a good one to start on because I think we can talk about this for a little bit.
Okay.
Unpopular opinion. Is this not fairly reasonable to
Well, so what
have?
exactly is happening? Let's inform us
Well,
all.
what's happening
Yeah.
is they have a supervised use site
Oh, okay, yeah.
within a fence area, and it's being paid for by, local resources.
Right.
They're allocating, public resources to this supervised use site in town. And I think the issue that arises here is basically NIMBY. When in the scheme of things, it's something these people would otherwise fucking support. And I posit, again, unpopular opinion, this is actually a reasonable means by which to deal with the issue at hand, which is
So I mean,
rampant drug use in the city, on the streets, on the sidewalk.
Yeah, I've actually been a fan of this for a little while, like I don't know, for probably about a decade or so. Because I know that they started doing
this is not something that has been outside of.
Although it is usually government funded, so if this is not government funded, I like that. That's even better. But yeah, no, so basically like they'll provide, clean needles, so we're not spreading HIV, we're not, accidentally mixing up other stuff into it. They got like nurses on staff, so if someone ODs, they can get to them immediately instead of like them just like laying in a Walmart bathroom or some shit with the, you know what I mean,
with the door locked and no one knows what's going on. Yeah, and they're busy fucking foaming at the mouth, dying. And then of course,
I'm sure they have like materials, right, that you can say, hey, if you want
but
to
the
get
problem
help,
is you're also reducing the risks of drug consumption, thus basically increasing potential drug use overall.
I mean, are you though?
Yes, you are. You're reducing. If someone says, "Oh yeah, if I can totally safely try this drug, in this area, and that's going to increase addiction chance." Because they got a place where the thing is,
like you're not gonna see first time users going there. That's not how that works.
Yeah, you're really not, are you? No, you're gonna see the hardcore guys going there. Yeah, you're gonna see people who want to use.
Also, they used government resources to build this place, by the way.
Okay, well, so that I think is a problem, but because I don't like subsidizing.
Because you don't like,
the government actually paid for this. Not only that, but the thing is, again, they're saying, "Oh, we're doing this to try to,
John, if they're gonna pay for fucking sidewalks for these people to OD on, they might as well pay for a fence to put them in, right, and look after them. I mean, that's even more resources. Then you're committing to looking after these people. What sort of responsibility are you taking? Do they sign a fucking waiver when they walk through the gate? Like,
they'll hit them with Narcan, because the thing is, after Narcan was deployed,
what if they don't? Can they be sued?
Exactly. The thing is, what you're doing is, in a sense, this is a reward for failure.
Well, yeah, that's what you're saying, but I'm saying, like, to John and I might agree here, like, to what degree is that really a factor? I don't think it is, because we're talking about the sort of people who are using it every day and think this is normal and think this is what they want to do. You got a lot of down low users who might be using it in their apartment and getting by, and like functional addicts, but these people are clearly the type that would otherwise lay out on a park bench, or piss themselves on a fucking kids.
Years ago when Narcan was being deployed with what was it? Narcan. I think it's saved a lot of ODs. After Narcan came out, we saw a massive uptick, and it's still going up, of ODs overall. The number of ODs has increased. I don't think that it just reduced the number of people dying from it.
I don't think that's correlated though. I don't think that because there's more Narcan or Narcan is being used that more people. I don't think that that's the case. I think that there's a lot of other factors that go into an uptick in any kind of like opioid use. I mean, that's a lot more popular now than it was in the past. And then if you go back to like the 50s, it was extremely popular back then. And then it kind of like lost, kind of lost its luster with like when like LSD and stuff came out.
Look, I'm not in the position of the
Well,
government regulating
isn't
what
that
people
funny,
take,
John? Because
but I'm also not. But I also
laudanum was
don't
a
want.
common.
Yeah, but I also don't want government resources going into saving people that are making these mistakes on their own, ODing on their own. If you're going to take the risk of taking drugs, you live with the consequences.
I don't want government doing it either. I don't want government doing it either. But if someone does that who's not government,
if you want to do it 100% private, that's on you. I will think it's wrong that you're basically enabling these people.
I think we can agree there. We can agree that maybe it's a moral wrong that they be.
I just don't believe you can use
wasting their existence in such a way.
Use the state to regulate this morality. Just because it's one of those things that, look, if somebody wants to put a lethal dosage of heroin in their arm, that's on them, not on me. And if I as an individual walking down the street see somebody foaming at the mouth and having trouble, I'll call 911. Just because, hey,
you'll give up that responsibility to someone else.
No, I'll call 911.
Do your duty.
I'll do my duty. Call 911.
Right, you'll do your duty.
Side, wait for the
give it
ambulance
up
to get there, else. And then hand it off to a professional because I'm not an expert in dealing with an OD. I'm not giving up responsibility. I'm saying, okay, I'm going to turn them on their side. I'm going to do what I can to stabilize them with my limited knowledge of medicine, and then let the ambulance handle it once they get there. After that, I've done my job.
Of course.
I'm not going to go to their hospital bed and feed them soup.
No one. I don't know what. Like, I'm not sure where that's coming from because no one's really saying that though.
Yeah. Well, so no, it's just like going. I'm giving up responsibility. No, I'm taking what responsibility as a citizen trying to help my fellow man out of, in a sense, the quote unquote goodness of my heart.
Sure.
But I'm only doing the
minimum. Is there any goodness there, Seawall?
Oh, there's goodness in my heart. I do donate where I can to causes I do believe in. St. Jude's is one of them. Because fuck childhood cancer. True. We can all agree fuck childhood cancer.
I can tell you firsthand that Seawall does indeed donate to those.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, fuck the Ronald McDonald House of British Columbia.
Yeah. That was pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
All right, are we ready to
move on?
Move it on up.
So here we go.
Oh, this is some meaty stuff right here.
Russia's top 5 persistent disinformation narratives.
All right, John, is there anything in particular you'd like to cover here?
It was a while ago when I read it, so let's
All right, well, let me start if I may.
Yes.
Let me start if I may. Theme number 1. Russia is an innocent victim.
I don't think anyone has ever claimed that.
How dare they put their country so close to our bases?
Well, okay, okay. Yeah, I'll say that. But when I'm saying that, Russia's not innocent in other ways, no. Russia's a bunch of shit stains like everyone else.
Right. Are they victims? I don't think they're victims. But I don't think they're
but I would call them victims. But we keep agitating them. We keep pestering them. We keep threatening them. Look, can we just get to the point where we don't do business with each other and just send each other mean-spirited Christmas cards once a year? Can we get to that? Every year basically the president of the United States and the president of Russia get on the phone, say Merry Christmas, fuck you, and they hang up the phone. Can we just get to that point?
They should do like a roast battle. Dude, they should do snap battles.
No, because just get to the mean-spirited Christmas card and call it.
All right, Seawall, may I?
Go ahead.
Russian government officials falsely portraying Russia as a victim and its aggression's actions as a forced response to the actions of the United States. And their cope is basically, the search term Russophobia doesn't appear in articles until just recently. So Russophobia is not real because they're making it up the word.
Well, Islamophobia didn't exist until 2001.
No. NATO made a deal not to encroach any further than it was at a certain point in the 80s.
Yeah, we broke the rule. We broke
Of
the
course,
gentleman's agreement.
and perpetually do. And what do you think getting Ukraine into the EU was about?
It would cut
What
off
do you
one of the
think?
last routes.
Right. What do you think getting Ukraine into NATO is about? It's about making Ukraine a potential target,
The
a
border state,
Serbia, right? A Serbia, an Austro-Hungary. It's making that a trigger point. It's all encroaching on, of course, like, oh my God, let me not spread Russian disinformation. But as you can see from the chart, Russia Today started using Russophobia long before the rest of us started using it. Therefore, it's not real.
So does that mean Islamophobia is not real as well?
Yes. Except for no, it's only real when we do it.
To add to that?
We control the language, not you.
Yeah, look, guys, you literally created the rules of some ist or something phobia. You guys did that. Not us, not Russia. They're just following your rules. And you don't like it when other people play by when other people use your rules against you. And again, for God's sake, can we just leave the Russians alone? I'm not even saying we got to be friends with them. I'm saying, look, we tell them to go fuck themselves and leave us alone, and they probably will. And if they start causing trouble, we say, okay, fuck it, we're not doing business with you anymore. And then we just go into our respective corners and don't fuck with each other.
Right.
Well, theme 2, historical revisionism, sounds pretty base to me.
Yeah.
But that's pure projection. I mean, talk about revisionism.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, 1619 project, perhaps?
Yeah. Well, also they're talking about, the 1939 non-aggression pact between the Soviets and Nazi Germany.
Oh, yeah, but I'm talking about, like, the leftists doing this, It's all the same shit that they do.
Not only that, but what was it that was part of the historical... Look, you guys have done that, too, extensively. And also, you guys kind of... Well, you're not doing it as much anymore, but you used to kind of ignore the whole Operation Paperclip, where we took legitimate war criminals and gave them, a quote-unquote...
Pardons.
Pardons.
No, basically we made them totally different people.
Yeah.
Had nothing to do with their previous identities. They were a totally different person.
Yeah.
In the eyes of the law. Well, theme 3 is the most insidious, and I'd like to focus on the second paragraph of it. Russia pushes the false claim that Western civilization is collapsing and strayed from traditional values.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
False claim. Western civilization is not following you guys. It's not.
That's right. It's not, you guys.
Oh, yeah, we should totally
just because it works to ensure the safety and equality of LGBTQI2A+ people and promotes concepts such as female equality and multiculturalism.
You mean the thing that...
It's one of the oldest tropes, Chud.
Well, also,
it's one of the oldest tropes.
Didn't a very far left sociologist find that multiculturalism only leads to more distrust and TV watching in the neighborhoods it's tried?
You're misinterpreting that study, Chud. That's not what it's supposed to mean, because you have to ask the journalists and the scientists what it means.
Well, no,
you can't think for yourself.
Basically had a crisis of faith and kind of...
No, you're misinterpreting this.
No, he literally said... No, the guy who literally wrote the fucking study said, yeah,
you're misinterpreting.
It doesn't work.
It
sucks. I hate the fact I studied this because I wanted to prove it right, but I was wrong.
I know, Seawall. Yeah. But literally, I'm giving you the argument that is given in response.
Yeah.
Now, this is the worst part. This values-based disinformation narrative evokes ill-defined concepts like tradition, family values,
I don't think
and spirituality.
I don't think that's ill-defined.
Ill-defined, John. What do you think about that? Ill-defined.
I don't think they're ill-defined at all. I mean,
Quest, the TV watching statement, it's basically people become more insular in multicultural neighborhoods. They don't get to know their neighbors. They hang out in their house more, thus more TV watching.
All right, so check it out, John. More. Yeah. President Putin has claimed, here's a link, the West has practically canceled the concepts of mother and father. Gee, John, that's just far-fetched. I've never heard of such a thing.
Never heard of birthing person.
Birthing person.
Yeah.
God, he's such a gaslighting, egomaniacal, bad person.
Chud. He's a chud.
He's a chud.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Popular movements are U.S.-sponsored color revolutions. Jeez.
Actually, I think the Kremlin's fucking on the money with that one.
Georgia, Kazakhstan, they're giving them all Ukraine. To us. Right here, they're just laying them all out for us.
Yeah.
These are all the ones we're involved in. Yes, Georgia, Kazakhstan, the Kyrgyz Republic. Some I didn't even know about. Moldova, I didn't even know they were fucking around over there. The Middle East, obviously, but Africa, that's even some shit that the news won't talk about. Is the shit that we be getting up to in Africa? Fuck.
The Chinese too.
Talk about a dark continent. Nobody talks about it because it's all in the works beyond your fucking control.
Well, it's resource wars.
Well, I was gonna say it's kind of the battleground, like in like Orwell talks about in 1984.
1984, it's the distant battleground where they all fight.
Instead of fighting each other, they're fighting in like this kind of no man's land, so that they don't really fuck up their own infrastructure. They can just continue these wars perpetually.
Wars. We haven't had proper wars since 1940s.
Well, we finna get down on some of that soon. You watch.
No, yeah,
well, I actually have
USA
something
ain't
with
gonna get hit. We're too far away from everything.
Well, we got Alaska, bro. It's back door.
You mean a land of snow and ice that has barely any infrastructure?
It's fine.
Yeah. Invading Alaska is like invading Siberia. Sure, there are natural resources, but they're not fully tapped. The
no, I mean, I was talking about us invading Siberia, but yeah.
Yeah, no, we're not invading Siberia. I could see us invading southern Siberia nearby where China is to grab the few warm water ports that are there, but that's pretty small potatoes.
Perhaps.
Yeah. So.
Then also
I have something about Kazakhstan to share for later.
Reality is whatever the Kremlin wants it to be. We can say the same thing of the fucking White House.
I know. It's word for word.
Yeah. Jesus.
I have some other things to share about Kazakhstan, specifically for later.
So, move it along to more propaganda.
Oh, you mean further down to theme number 5?
Yeah. Well, I already kind of
reality is whatever the Kremlin wants it to be. Again, projection. Women are men. Men are women.
Same thing of
diversity
Beijing.
Is our strength.
Every centralized nation has the same problem. The White House, whatever the fuck the Canadian Prime Minister's gulag is. I think he lives in a gulag, right?
Igloo, right?
There was an igloo. Yeah, igloo. 10 Downing Street in Britain. The fucking palace in France. Some palace in France. Berlin, wherever the leader of the Chancellor of Berlin lives.
Auschwitz, right? No, that's a different thing, isn't it?
Whatever.
I don't know.
Basically, every nation's government will try to paint reality in a favorable light.
Yeah, of course.
Some are just bending or exaggerating because they know that they still need to be rooted in reality. Others just give up the whole reality thing. I think the Russians are just exaggerating reality.
Yeah.
Whereas the White House, I think they thought they took out back an old yellered reality, but it's kind of slapping them in the face right now. What they shot is their credibility. So, but yeah, so move it along.
Whatever, Seawall. I'm just saying, like, this fucking announcement from the DOJ is pure crap.
It's copium.
It's pure crap.
It's cope. It's pure copium.
No, it's not cope. It's fucking projection. And it's taking everything that is wrong with them. It's taking every fucking criticism of them and turning it magically into Russia. And it will fucking work because NPCs are going to turn around and be like, everything you believe actually Russian propaganda.
The problem is the number
I
of
believe
NPCs
that
is
because
dropping.
my fucking intelligence apparatus, made a press release about it recently. That's my source.
Well, the thing is, the number of NPCs has been dropping in recent years. So many of them have short-circuited.
Jesus Christ, dude.
If the NPCs were winning, CNN's numbers would be going up, not down.
I don't know what to tell you.
Moving along.
That seems like it makes sense, but it's not good enough.
So this just dropped today.
Yeah.
What we're seeing on the screen here.
Yeah, just flip the script on gun culture. Choose to be unloaded. It's just like this is so try hard.
Oh, you want to see? I'm going to lead you some cringe here in a minute. Let's just go look through their mission here and that stuff, and I'm going to give you some cringe. It's going to be fantastic.
Our theory of change. Be the safe space to help today's youth discuss and shape their identity by making a positive choice to be unloaded.
Right. So let's read about the project. This isn't going to be scary at all. Promise.
Research shows. Small hats have told us that teens and young adults are forming opinions and making decisions about guns.
Maybe the decisions they're making about guns, they're seeing
Holy
everything fall
shit,
apart.
They're making decisions, you guys. We have to get involved.
That's right.
Through creative and cultural campaigns of propaganda,
right.
Project Unloaded establishes safe spaces for open conversations.
Open those conversations.
Oh my god, dude, I can't get through this.
Oh, dude, it's not even close to done. Hang on.
It's dripping with fucking about guns and provides accurate information. I can't even get through this about gun safety to inspire the next generation with propaganda to choose the right choice that we want them to take.
To choose on their own terms, not to own a gun. That's
right. To choose on their own terms the choice we want them to choose.
Right. With open conversation. And
open information. And very accurate information.
So they can choose on their own terms not to own a gun. Not whether or not to own a gun. That way they can choose on their own terms. They feel like they actually made the decision.
Right. That's right. So that we can give the impression that they made their own decision, right?
Now, how do you think we're going to be doing this? How do we get out to the young people? If you would scroll up for me, sir, Seawall. At the very top, you'll see a thing that says campaigns. Yep, that'll be the one. Let's find Snug. Yeah, let's learn more about Snug.
This is what was it? The DARE program all over again.
Safer not using guns. Snug. You really snug. Yeah.
God, it's like a boomer trying to be a Gen Zer.
Yes, you're not even. This is definitely a. How do you do, fellow kids? Hit that learn more button real quick.
Is this going to give my computer cancer?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, God. No. I'm getting away from that before it burns out my fucking graphics card.
No, we have to do this.
We have to. We have to. You can't blue ball the audience like that.
If I lose a graphics card, John, you're buying me a new one.
All right, deal.
God, this is just a terrible color scheme.
It is awful.
Oh, God, what the fuck is this?
I see man buns. I see several man buns in the same picture. Why? Why is there more than one man bun in the same room?
Oh, God, that's where they got Snug. It's guns backwards.
Oh, my God.
So clever. This is like the late 90s, early 2000s
Every day,
graphics.
we're constantly bombarded with choices.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Let's turn that up a little bit if we can. See you all.
Some simple. And some
He's a
not
black guy
so
now.
simple. When all we want to do is live our lives.
They're trying to combine it all together too. And again, also this culture. This is hipster, which is not in with the kids. Hipster was
So when it
never in
comes
with the
to
kids.
guns,
They're
what if you didn't have to pick a
they're
side?
they're as
What if you could
cringy as
just be snug?
youth
It
pastors,
means I'm
right? That try to
safer
they
not
sit in the
using
chair
guns.
backwards to like, all right, kids, let's
Because I
rap.
want to
Right.
protect myself.
Yeah, it's like,
Right.
oh, dude, just
And
stop, just don't.
And
They don't think you're cool. I know you brought your guitar and you think it's cool that you can play a couple chords, but like they don't care.
Look, an AI, machine learning AI picking up patterns would make a better thing than this.
Yeah. So we should click on "You Snug" over there on the left, in the little toolbar deal. Nope, not that one. What was it? Get the facts, maybe. Yes. Can you guys read that? I mean, I can. It takes me a minute. Like straight up
A gun at home equals
at
you're
home.
3 times as likely
More
to
likely
be killed.
to be killed. Yeah. It's like they're like writing in not. I don't even know if that's text language because
That's not leet
writing
speak.
like
I can tell you that's not leet speak.
No, it's not leet speak. I can
That
read.
is that is basically texting shorthand, and it's really
Boy, I don't even want to get into the demographic breakdowns of these statistics that they're using here.
Oh no need for that.
You wouldn't want to get into noticing things, would you?
Yeah, I don't think we're that snug, are we?
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which of us are going to be safer not using guns.
Right.
Well, I'm getting the fuck away from this cancer.
Please
so
do.
yeah, if you guys want to give your kids the real facts about not using
The
guns,
real
that's
facts.
the place to go.
The accurate.
Yeah, I'll give them the real facts.
information.
Okay, here's what you do. One,
That's
do
right.
not
And choices.
have your finger on the trigger until you're ready to fire.
Right.
2, always treat a gun as if it's loaded.
All right, thank you, Seawall. Yes, we know.
We'll go through the gun safety. Then I'm going to teach them how, using a 22, how to plink.
Plinking is fun, dude.
Yeah, just go to the range and fire 22s at a little metal disc.
Yeah, that's what I do. It's fun.
Also, you guys want to see some fucking feds?
Yeah, dude, I love me some
This
feds.
is so dumb. God,
Dude, these fucking
Liberty,
dorks. Look at
victory.
these guys.
Life, liberty, victory!
And it's just like,
Damn, son, that might be a cut.
That's a good take right there.
See fucking high, let's fucking go.
are we sure this isn't a parody of this, though? That's my question.
you stopped before the best part,
Now
Seawall.
that it's over.
I want to have my finger up.
God,
Life,
you ruined it.
liberty, victory.
I heard him say.
Liberty, victory!
Want to check it out?
Damn, son,
good
that
take.
might be a cut.
That's a good take right there.
See fucking high, let's fucking go. I can say that now that it's over.
Well, also, are we sure that this isn't a couple of actual trolls making fun of them? To just play a
Right,
little
that's
devil's
actually-
advocate.
That's not a bad theory because they did think to add the one gravy seal in the side there,
Yeah.
and he's of course the one that's
And
talking
again,
all
this
that
is
shit.
checking all the
No,
boxes.
might be new. He
I
might be
reject this theory on the grounds that this is all from the same leak of
Yeah.
these supposed leak
Yeah.
of these servers that
Yeah.
included chat logs and
Yeah, here we go.
Photos and
Libertarian
videos.
Party of New Hampshire.
Yeah, they're pretty base sometimes.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
so
You gotta click all
I
the
just
squares.
I mean that's clearly retarded as fuck.
Yeah, it just
right, like
This whole fucking thing is retarded as fuck.
yeah, these guys came out of
benefit of the
nowhere.
doubt.
They're not in
Give it-
communication with any other right-wing groups because normally right-wing groups, they at least talk with each other.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, like you have what was it? Pro-life people generally talk with Christian conservative groups, who also tend to talk with certain elements of the kind of activist right. They do talk with each other, but these guys, they're just a black hole. A black
Yeah,
box.
that is what's really weird about them is that
Yeah.
no one has heard of them. No
Yeah,
one
we really got to get
talks to them.
moving.
No one.
So yeah,
Like,
but yeah, and we got some of these from the leaks from this. Like, look,
who are these fucking nerds, dude?
yeah, it's like,
Oh my God.
who the fuck are these guys?
This guy in the blue that's most prominent here. He's got that like lefty receding hairline with like the
Beard,
shitty chin.
no chin.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a good thing they wear masks.
Manlet.
Huh?
Manlet alert right back there.
There's the man back
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Minute alert. Seriously, you guys.
Hey,
Minute alert.
And also, I've never seen a right-wing group that is this uniform centric.
Yeah.
Even veteran military guys, sure, they'll wear like a similar color scheme or a patch, but they tend to
They're
have,
not marching in formation.
what was that?
We gotta keep.
So they're
it
not
moving,
marching in
guys.
formation though.
So yeah. I mean, if they're doing it in a parade, maybe, but that's usually like a veterans group, and they're wearing their uniforms. But that's like, like veterans of insert small town here marching with the local marching band.
Yeah,
And
Quest has got it right.
Yeah.
They look like pledges for a frat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like
And
much more
then
like that.
again,
There's a bunch of nerds
they've
kinda
come
hidden.
look, they've come up with shields that I've seen these before at Antifa. So, but again, that's information that's freely available, so that could be.
Well,
not-
maybe these are photos of the ongoing honeypot. I mean,
Yeah.
it's quite possible that these people are rubes.
Yeah, this is the
That
manlet
these
from earlier.
people are rubes,
Yeah.
and that this has
This dude's
been
got the butch
organized.
lesbian haircut in the back.
Yeah,
Or in the middle there. He's got like a
Yeah.
lesbian haircut with the shaved side.
yeah,
That's right.
yeah, and also a mustache.
It's
That's
quite
not
possible
bad.
that these guys are rubes and that they've
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
honeypotted, and that this is a
yeah, it's entirely
documentation of,
Yeah.
this is probably like a sit rep
Yeah.
Yeah.
with regards to them. Like, this is
Well,
probably.
also, I wouldn't be surprised if this is all of those guys in the fucking nation. They've gotten pretty much all of them in one group. And it's,
Right.
What, a couple hundred
There's,
guys,
like-
maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
That Excel spreadsheet didn't seem very Very
dense.
popular.
Yeah. And you got this one, which is like,
It seems like an even different group of guys. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
this one
see
might-
all
yeah.
the same guys
yeah,
here.
this one looks, I would say, quote unquote, more organic, but not
it's
by
like
much.
the most organic one, but like
Yeah,
It
but,
looks like a
this one-
meetup.
yeah, this looks like maybe like a Christian group almost.
This looks like a meetup. Yeah.
Like a
These
young
two-
Christians
oh my God.
association or something.
yeah.
But I don't see the same faces here.
So what
I feel
what is
like.
this?
I'm-
back here? What is
Oh, this is just the park that they're at.
Okay, got it. Yeah, some park. Yeah, it's just, and we don't really see that. Yeah, we don't see this building anywhere in the other photos. So
And
this
I
could
don't
be,
see these guys' faces anywhere else.
Yeah,
either.
so this could just be inadvertently caught up.
Well,
No, it's probably the same group. It's just
Yeah.
not the honeypot.
Yeah.
We had a couple of them doing the outmoded white power symbol that like nobody fucking does anymore.
Yeah.
That meme's been gone for a while, dude.
Yeah.
All right, Grandpa.
I know. We
Yeah.
used to do this to trigger the liberals. Okay, Grandpa.
That's
let's get you
it.
to bed. Yeah. Okay, sure, Grandpa. Let's get you to bed. Come on.
Move it along, I guess. And just, again, it doesn't seem organic, and it just smells to high heaven.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
So
They're like I said, they're off the screen. They're either feds or just like the biggest nerds fucking ever.
yeah,
Just like
my money is on
huge dorks.
leftists trying to black propaganda it.
yeah, maybe. I mean there are some likely candidates.
Yeah.
There.
So, and until there's a deep dive on everyone in those pictures, which I know 4chan's probably working on right now.
Oh yeah.
No, they don't care. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck. That's
No?
the thing. Nobody
That's even
cares.
better. That's
4chan
even
doesn't.
better.
Yeah, 4chan doesn't even care. They've been pruning the threads where I got these photos.
No shit.
Yeah, nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah. Well, I'm okay. Look, there are probably a couple
Hey,
of
Jason.
curious right-wing Polacks that are like, who the fuck are these guys that are artistic enough?
Right,
to do the
everyone's
groundwork?
fucking confused
Yeah.
as to who the fuck.
What
where
I'm
these
saying
guys
is they're
came
doing
from.
they're doing deep dives, figuring out who the fuck are these guys.
There might be someone doing that.
Yeah,
but
it's
nobody,
not
for the most
whatever
part,
the fuck
fucking
the
cares.
Scientology operation was, where a non
Nobody cares.
yeah,
they're not capturing the flag.
It's
or anything.
small groups. It's a couple of individuals, and in about 3 or 4 months, we'll probably get some fruit from those trees.
I mean, the Rousseau guy is pretty much all anyone is really caring about. Rousseau being connected to Charlottesville, for those who don't know, was the organizer of one of the groups at that march. And obviously, he should be on the FBI's radar.
Yet he doesn't seem to be.
Yeah, and to think that changing the name of his organization would maybe take him off it is a very slim likelihood. So I'll leave it up to the rest of you listening to, take it where you will from there.
So, but yeah, now we got from good old Posobiec. Ukraine official says Americans have no imminent threat to evacuate. Says Americans are safer in Kiev than they are in L.A.
Someone brought up a good point. When do we start spelling Kiev with a Y instead of K-I-E-V? Because I do remember that being a thing. Was that like a Mandela effect kind of deal?
No, it's both.
K-I-E-V.
It's probably the Ukrainian spelling versus the Western.
Oh yeah, because now that we're paying attention, the Eye of Sauron is now upon Ukraine, so now we know everything about.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
So,
fucking journos will light the way.
Also, again, this is a direct quote from a Ukrainian source.
Sure.
So less editing.
It's also pretty fucking based and accurate.
Exactly.
I'll bet Americans are safer in Ukraine than they are in LA.
Yeah. So.
For one thing, they're among people. Never mind.
Moving along to the next story that kind of feeds off of this.
LA's a shithole. That's the point.
Hey, I've seen this one before, haven't you?
Sounds familiar.
God, I've seen this one before too. It's a classic.
Same as the first.
Classic.
It's not even been 6 months.
I love this one. Oh man.
It's like how all the Marvel movies, they're just pumping them out every 3 to 4 months now.
No, not right now, bro. They're all on delay. While Marvel tries to put the screeching brakes on this train because they're fully committed and months into shooting their woke fucking Marvel agenda that they thought would just sell like gangbusters. And they realize now because Hollywood moves at a galactic fucking pace.
Yeah.
5 years later into production that these productions that they're trying to sell now aren't making money, and they gotta fucking freak out and realize, holy fucking shit, all of this stuff that we've had set aside and planned and paid for isn't gonna make us any money. What are we gonna do? Oh my god, let's just dump it on Disney Plus and hope that people pay $30 for it, and we'll say it's a great success, and we'll hide the numbers, and we'll get it back in the theme parks. Oh no, the theme parks aren't making any money anymore. Somebody do something. Raise the prices. Holy fuck, what are we going to do now? No one's paying the raised prices and we're losing subscribers. Oh my god.
Well, apparently, I think Netflix has lost $100 billion like that.
And hurry up. Blame the pandemic. Blame the...
Guys, the pandemic should be increasing your numbers, not decreasing them.
I don't think they can do that, technically, because,
They do anyway.
I guess.
Yeah, well.
But hey, now it's okay to talk about how Biden's fucking up.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's okay to talk about it. I wonder why.
Coming up. He's on his way out.
I wonder why it's okay now to talk about it.
He's the sacrificial lamb to take the sins away.
He's the fall guy, yeah.
Yeah. Him, Fauci.
Yeah, him and Fauci both, yeah.
Yeah.
Are they the sin chickens?
Yep, they're the sin chickens that are about to get beaten to death.
Yep. Oh, let's Max wants to know if I'm going to battle. No, this is my dress attire for going to fancy soirees or events. It's my Class A uniform.
Which is also, again, not his original new look.
Right. It's not. We'll definitely unveil that.
We'll drop it at some point. Yeah.
He's itching to show it off.
Yeah. I just thought it was funny.
It'd be funnier if we waited for it to apply.
Yeah. So, But yeah, so Democratic President Joe Biden's administration has reportedly indicated that it will not be able to evacuate U.S. citizens from the Ukraine amid rapidly deteriorating conditions as Russia appears likely to invade at any moment. To be honest, I don't think the Russians are going to directly invade.
No, I don't think so either.
I think it's just
this
going to
is
be
all
their
retarded
back.
hype.
I think their back rebel is just going to cause some more trouble. There'll be a few car bombs, and we'll be bored.
Right. I'm glad to hear you're taking the nothing ever happens film. This is all ridiculous hype. It's retarded. The media is trying to hype up a war to get you distracted from.
But also, Biden is in extremely bad in the hole. He's got a bunch of idiots running the Pentagon who thinks that they probably could take on Russia and may actually try to, quote unquote, do a policing action in the Ukraine.
Those trannies? I'd like to see them try.
And what will happen is we'll lose like 10,000 troops in a single day, thus causing the rank and file of the military.
All right, Seawall, you're going off.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, whatever.
All right.
So
that's all shit. That's never
news
happen,
came as Biden admin ordered the families of all American personnel at the U.S. Embassy in Ukraine on Sunday to immediately leave the country. Yeah, that's always normal procedure.
Immediately on Sunday, yeah. Everyone just leaves the country immediately on a Sunday with no notice, right? That happens all the fucking time.
All the fucking
perfectly
time.
normal. This is what successful presidents look like. There are no more mean tweets, bro. I tell you. Move on. Let's please move on.
So, something a bit more based, but also overhyped, I believe is what John said. Florida Republican panel advances bill to ban LGBTQ plus discussions in schools.
Critics can condemn Don't Say Gay bill, which seeks to ban discussion of sexuality and gender identity. And see, the headline is, of course, when you explain it in actual words, like the subheading here, it seeks to ban discussion of sexuality and gender identity in schools. Wow. What an extremist viewpoint. Am I right?
We shouldn't be grooming children into ideologies.
Well, okay. Officially, Don't Say Gay bill. Is that its actual official name, or is that just the media spin?
No, that's the way it's fucking characterized.
Yeah.
Right. That means it's some Democrat.
Hold on, let me.
Saying
We've got the actual bill text. Let's see what they're calling it.
Parental rights in education. See, there's your problem.
Yeah.
Right there.
Parental rights
parents
requires,
don't have fucking rights in education, do they?
Yeah.
Fucking stupid parents.
Okay, here we go.
That's right. We don't think parents should have a say what the
parental rights in education requires district school boards to adopt procedures that comport with provisions of law for notifying students' parents of specified information. It's not even on everything. It's like, look, certain subjects you got to tell the parents.
Telling you, man.
Yeah.
All advocacy and all agitation is just propaganda. It's all lies and mischaracterizations, lies by omission.
Here's the actual one.
Lies by structure.
A bill to be. It's not even officially named yet. There's a temporary name, but it's not even officially named yet.
Anyway, skim it. Yeah.
It's a 4-page.
Section 1.
Yeah.
In accordance with the rights of parents enumerated in the previous sections, adopt procedures for notifying a student's parent if there is a change in the services or monitoring related to the student's mental, emotional, or physical health or well-being. So basically, you can't take the kid into secret trans counseling in the school without notifying the fucking parents.
Yeah. And also, it's not just that. Like, if a kid is depressed, let the parents know.
You can't just scoop them into the fucking counselor's office.
Yeah.
Where you have a community college graduate, on a fucking $30,000 a year salary, giving him bad advice without telling the fucking parents.
Right.
God damn, this is the Don't Say Gay bill, you guys. This crazy legislation here that says you can't fucking take a kid's brain and scramble it. We can't have this. This we have to mischaracterize and lie about and fucking God damn. May not encourage
Okay, here we go. Yeah.
classroom discussion about sexual orientation or gender identity in primary grade levels, or in a manner that is not age appropriate or developmentally supportive.
Appropriate.
Don't groom the children. I mean, that's what it seems to come down to. Don't groom the children. I think that was pretty. I mean, I thought that was pretty self-explanatory. But if we need a bill, we need a bill. Fine. But
yeah,
I thought that was kind of we
You
agree.
do
with
have
that.
to spell these things out, John. You really do.
I suppose, dude.
You wouldn't think you wouldn't. I trust me from my experience at work. There are things that you would never think you would have to explain to somebody.
That you have
but
to.
for fuck's sake,
John,
the next thing
talk
you
with me.
the next thing you see is something you never imagined you would have to explain. Somebody doing it.
Right.
Yes, Katie said we had a couple of memes from you early in the show.
Yeah, you did miss the ones. Yeah, we showed a couple of them. We found out that you're a hunter gatherer of memes, but you're also a what do we call it?
Hobbyist memesmith.
A meme smith as well,
or
an enchantress. Yeah, so you take the meme and add characteristics to it, being of course that would be the process of enchanting, right? Giving it attributes.
Yeah, because we're on a dice rolling sort of mood tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. the great meme the great meme witch of Georgia.
Hell yeah.
It's like a multi-class, like a arcane archer, like a hunter / magician of
it's a certain subset of druid.
There's also something called an artificer, which specialize in instead of casting spells in enchanting items.
Yeah.
Right. That's fair. Could be that.
Yep.
Makes sense.
So, scooting right along.
Yeah.
So.
Who's this bitch?
Just a funny video.
Did you know you could use your caulk gun to cut the tip off your caulk?
Hey, guys.
That's pretty good. I like that.
Yeah.
Yes, by the way, if I take a second, everyone do go follow Katie Zed on Twitter. She's a good follow. We source a lot of our memes from her. We are gatherers of hunters and gatherers of memes. And that's a good source. What is it? Katie Zed ma'am on Twitter. So yeah, go check her out.
Yep. And I guess we'll go on to the next video.
Yeah, that was a good one though. I like that.
This one's more kind of cute and wholesome.
Aww.
Look at this little guy.
Aww.
He's so happy.
He's just happy to be there.
He's happy to be here.
Hell yeah. I don't know what's going on. I thought I could help.
Yep, he's just happy to be there.
He'll turn out all right.
Katie Zed, then you can help us once you get there. Once you get to 400 followers, Katie Zed, you got to help us out.
Yeah.
I think we're at 333 or something like that. 334. I mean, I could find out in a second.
And I got some more wholesome over here.
335, yeah.
Man saving a deer on the ice.
I'm very surprised. It must be injured. Because I'm very surprised that the deer would be letting him anywhere near him. It must be injured.
Or tuckered out.
Maybe.
You gotta wait.
And also, the fact that a river like that's frozen up means it's probably pretty crazy cold out there.
Oh, yeah.
You know that deer. You know that deer with its skinny ass hoofs can't really get across that ice.
Get over that ridge,
Right.
unless you go to the side.
Yeah.
You get that
Well,
ridge.
what's really crazy is trusting that. I mean, I guess I never grew up in a place that had frozen rivers and such.
Yep.
But I would never trust it. I would never trust
watch
it.
Look
Yeah, you can't even get up.
Yeah.
Get up! Oh God!
Yep.
Yeah, go deer.
Yep, and it's getting the
Those
fuck
are
out of
probably
there.
numb. These are probably numb, but
Yeah.
we all right.
Yeah.
I think that's a she. I think it's a doe.
Yeah, doe. But also, again, the thing is, for a
Silly.
river to freeze over enough you can safely walk on it, that is crazy cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why like shit starts running away all weird. Like probably legs are probably numb.
No, I'm talking about the river itself. You know, a river.
Yeah.
Freezing rivers are rare, pretty uncommon. Certain areas will get cold enough, but lakes are easy.
Freshwater. Yeah. It's a freshwater river. I guess usually if they're moving, they don't freeze as much.
Yeah. I mean, if it's a very slow-moving river, that's easier. But if it's moving water, it's going to be having trouble freezing. So.
Right.
All right.
Next year she'll be in the freezer, says Ed. Yeah, probably.
This one, I quite enjoy this student.
Thank you for teaching students that our own mental health
you don't have to brag
is
over
much
there,
less
okay?
important than making triple vaccinated adults feel safe. Thank you for teaching me that even the most
Can't hear anything
risk
she's saying.
is not worth taking. Life is best when you take the path of least resistance, with no chance of failure and definitely no chance of catching a cold. Thank you for not reaching out to the students to ask how we feel about masks, because if you did, the majority of students would say that they hate masks, and then you might second guess your decision to make us wear them. Thank you for allowing me to experience the anxiety associated with never seeing facial expressions. Thank you for teaching us that we should never question authority or think critically, but instead we should follow whatever the people in charge tell us to do. Obedience is best. I realize now that thinking for yourself is overrated and not really necessary when you can just make decisions based on fear. Thank you for pushing your irrational fears and anxieties on me, because I didn't already have enough to worry about. I realize now how easy I had it when I only had to worry about my classes, my grades, SAT, and getting into college. Thank you for teaching me that being a morally superior person only requires that I cover my face for 8 hours a day, and that the most morally superior people wear 2 masks or even 3 masks. As you know, states around us, Indiana, Wisconsin, Iowa, Michigan, and Minnesota, which have 2.5 times more students than Illinois, don't force kids to masks. I'm with you though. These states are out of control, recklessly putting kids at risk of misery and death every day. Masks work, even if these states have the same outcomes as Illinois. Speaking of data, thank you for staying silent about masking, despite the fact that COVID has a very high survival rate in kids my age. Who needs data anyway, though? We all know that it will never be safe to see anyone's face ever again.
Yeah.
Beast. Awesome. That was really well done. I really like the sarcastic tone.
Yeah, because that's how you get them. You just be sarcastic.
Right. She's like, oh, thank you for protecting me. Like, thank you for doing all this shit. Meanwhile, it's like, fuck you. Excellent.
Well, also don't forget that sarcasm and irreverence is more of a Gen X millennial thing, not a boomer thing.
Yes, that's true. KTZ over there. So. That even is your real name. I heard it is, so that's weird.
Hey, guys, DC is totally normal. It doesn't have any problems.
Go on, girl.
It's okay.
This is totally normal, guys.
How are they getting away with it for this long?
This is how high trust societies operate, right?
Right, of course.
Yeah.
This is how you maintain a civilization.
Oh, yeah, totally. It's not like this is going to slowly lead to private enclave communities forming that basically have a shoot-on-sight policy.
Oh, my God. I almost jizzed my pants. What did you say? Walled enclaves?
Private enclave societies with shoot-on-sight policies.
Holy fuck.
Sight? Policy?
Yeah. Where you basically have, if somebody's running from a building with stolen merchandise, dude in a little watchtower just, closes that bolt and bang. Yep. No more thief.
Well, you gotta make sure you're leading them right. You gotta do your build up.
Of course.
Yeah. So he thinks he's getting away.
Exhale slowly. Yeah.
Exhale slowly.
You gotta let him. Yeah, you gotta let him breathe that last free air.
Yeah. So.
You gotta put your cigarette down on the little ledge right there. So you
Yeah.
can...
Or if you're a fucking Chad behind the ear. Still
Yeah.
lit.
Oh my god.
If you're a
Or you just let
Chad.
it dangle from your mouth.
Yeah, or the dangle, that's also optional.
But that means smoke might get in your eye. That shit sucks, dude. That burns.
It does suck.
So.
Jordan Peterson is trending because, Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was on Joe Rogan, wasn't he?
So, well,
people are still mad about
fucking ham beast right here.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's got a really low center of gravity. That's why she's doing. Look at this. That's why she did. Like, this dude bumps into her, nothing happens. Like, she's got a really.
Is this in America? This looks like it's in America.
Yeah.
This is like America in one video. This is like the state of America right now.
Also, the thing is, if he didn't lose his balance, and was kept on the ground, and he did right hooked her once, she'd be on the ground. Instantly.
Well, I mean, obviously she's fighting in her from her strengths.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got the home field advantage too. Every fight she's been in has been
yeah, so
she knows her way around that place. She knows where the chairs are and the tables are.
She's using all the environment.
She knows where it's slippery. And sticky.
Yeah, where she spilled the soda last week.
It's still there.
And here's another video that's might get us on the naughty list.
All right, what are we watching here? I haven't actually watched it.
Yeah, white people have no culture. Yeah, who came up with the most used word in all your rap songs? That's what I thought.
Oh, fucking God. That's not okay.
We got headshotted. We got headshotted for sure.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
That was good.
That deserves a deep dive, though. Who did come up with that word?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Oh, boys, we got a Karen. This is gonna suck.
All right, let's see what we're watching here.
Replace the video so we get more enjoyable.
Yeah, I'm the cat right now. Do we have a sauce for that fucking... Can I find that song somewhere?
You're digging it, aren't you?
I was the cat, dude. I'm with the cat, bro.
Yeah, I mean, look, the thing is, from what I don't know much about the backstory of this video. All I know is that apparently there was some sort of maybe I think anti-mandate protest. But what they did is they went to City Hall and petitioned City Hall saying, "Hey, we want to have this protest on this date, on this street. Is that okay? Here's some money to process the paperwork.
Here's your permit.
Yep. Have a great day." And also, I love that these people are going oh, how dare they shut down the street? Aren't you the motherfuckers that literally direct traffic, which is a felony?
Well, aren't they the motherfuckers that want to shut down businesses?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. Can I not shut down?
He's being led against the wall. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. This is just a damn video.
Yeah.
Just watch the video. Just watch this. Run away from something, and then.
This is a problem in Florida too. Little bears coming around.
It's a pair of bears. It's a pair of bears.
Hold on.
Can't believe she bothered to latch the gate though behind her.
You have to.
You know she latched it, man. Otherwise, they're gonna push it open.
Yeah, okay, fine, but I'm getting inside the house closing the door. That's better instead of waiting.
Technically, it would be called a sleuth of bears.
A sleuth. Interesting.
Yes.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yep, a sleuth or sloth. A group of bears is called a sleuth or sloth.
Huh. Well, TIL.
The more you know, Star.
That's right.
And then the final video of the night. Dateline NBC.
Don't let his disability fool you. This is a man with a deviant plan.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Are you excited?
I'm looking forward to this, man.
What do you want to do?
Show me something. Come here, man.
So I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Come on, man.
What's your plan?
Look, this is not. But
You knew she was 13.
No, I didn't.
Well, I've got the transcript right here. So this is funny.
You know, I get all this information about.
Instead of taking responsibility, he tries to blame it all on the decoy.
I was prepared for them to come after me, but I wasn't prepared for the person coming at me the way she came out. She knew Bo. She knows me. I don't. Anyway.
It sounds like what you're trying to see is if you could score with a 13-year-old girl.
It's not about that.
But you did bring some things with you tonight.
Well.
So you brought condoms.
That's a different issue.
Doesn't seem so tonight.
Look, every child out there is capable.
There's something I got to tell you. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good one. Good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one earlier today, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta watch that tonight with the boys."
That's funny. That is funny.
Dig it.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Also, I will be posting the funny little video of the dancing pissed off activist in the Porch Bois, probably in the cutting room floor for anyone who wants to watch that themselves.
Yes. Join our Discord if you've not done so already. If you've not done so already, then like you're missing out. Don't you get FOMO, you guys? Don't you get FOMO?
Yep. Well.
So yeah, you said that was the last thing. That's what we got.
Yeah. So I guess it's time to play us out, Johnny.
All right. Sweet. Well, this was a lot of fun. I had fun tonight, boys. We'll have fun next Tuesday as well. And then an announcement. The following, not this coming Friday, but next Friday, we're going to have a special episode. We're going to have Ace_Archist on our show. He's a co-host of the Slurp Gang, and he's most notable for spending an inordinate amount of time on Twitter arguing with. So he's going to be on, and he's going to take some time off doing that, or he might do it during. Who knows? And,
live fucking shit posting.
Right. So yeah, look forward to that. So if you already know about him, then you know to be excited. If you don't know, then you're gonna learn. He's a cool guy. And so I think that's all the announcements that we have right now. Yes. Okay, great. So yes, so all of our stuff is in our description. Sorry, I got a little distracted there. All of our stuff is in our description. We have our obviously we have the subscribe button, which you can go hit before you get down to the description. The like button as well. We got our Twitter, so you can follow us over there. Like I said, we are trying to gain some followers, so that would be cool if you guys could do that. Same with our Discord. Our Discord's a lot of fun. I try to spend time there, but Seawall and Mijjt are in and out of there all day, most days. So yeah, make sure you go and you should go and check them out. You can go and talk to them. That's a good place to do it. And yeah, like I said, we're gonna put stuff in cutting room floor. We got Shitpost Central if you like memes. In general, if you just want to talk, there's so much shit to do over there. Go check it out. And then of course, our Buy Me a Coffee as well is over there. So go check those out. See if you like that kind of stuff. And if you feel like donating, that would be awesome. But you're not, don't expect it. It's fine. We appreciate it. And yeah, we will see you guys next week.
See y'all in a week.
Hell yeah.